Love's labor jeopardized.
Priority message from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
A raid across the Romulan neutral zone has placed Starfleet Research Station ARC-7 in jeopardy. Proceed immediately to ARC-7 and determine the status of the station. Good luck, Jim.
We have arrived at ARC-7. Romulan ship decloaking, Captain.
Message from the Romulan ship, sir.
Treachery. We are aware of Federation plans. Prepare to die.
They're arming weapons, Captain.
Arming weapons.
Target analysis on. Raising shields.
How did decloak to hit me?
Course to ARC-7, Captain.
Oof. I listened to dialogue, but on accident.
Captain, there is an auto beacon broadcasting from the station.
Warning. Warning. As per UFP Regulation 342-188564.3, Paragraph 3, this base is currently under a Class 3 biohazard alert. All personnel are ordered to stay away from this base unless they are part of a biohazard response team.
Target analysis off. Lowering shields, Captain.
Disarming weapons.
Captain, sensors indicate a breathable atmosphere in the space station. It seems that whatever ARC-7's intentions, it managed to create a biohazard that is deadly to Romulans. 17 humans and 10 Romulans are on the station. The humans are all in perfect health, so it seems we can beam over without any fear of contamination.
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott?
You have the card.
Let's save before I screw up.
Save new game. Replace previous game.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm picking up some kind of virus. I can't identify it without more information.
The main computer banks of the ARC-7. It looks like someone has recently been rummaging through the main databanks.
Dr. Marcus Log. Supplemental. Continued testing of the Ouroboros virus confirms its potential harmful effects on Romulan Vulcan humanoids. As soon as the spill has been cleaned up, we will sterilize both labs and purge the circulation system to make sure no traces of the virus will remain viable. Then all research files must be erased. We must leave no chance that this terrible accident will ever be repeated.
Doctor, you may be interested in the medical data file appended to the log.
Now that's interesting. There's more here. All of Dr. Marcus' research data on the Ouroboros virus. Let me see. Virus growth patterns. Pneumococcal mimic affecting Romulan Vulcan genotype. Alveoli involvement in... Boy, Jim, this bug works fast.
Is this really the time to catch up on your reading, Doctor?
Now listen here, you pointy-eared...
Gentlemen, I think we have more pressing problems.
Jim, there is an appended medical database online. Also, it would be useful for me to experiment on how the virus grows in the presence of different gases. I'm sure the station has the necessary equipment.
Please select subject file. Ouroboros virus. Ouroboros virus. Atypical growth patterns for L-type virus. Opportunistic pneumococcal mimic affecting Romulo-Vulcan genotype. Etiology: contact or airborne vector with alveoli microcollapse. Involvement immediately upon exposure. Tissue dehydration follows pneumal flooding. Mortality: 0.6 in 1.0 stardates. 1.0 within 2.0 stardates treatment, none. Named for the mythic world snake that swallows its own tail. Please select subject file. Ouroboros TLTDH gas. TLTDH gas. The chemical compound. Tantalum, bilithium, phthalo, dihydroxide. Colorless. Odorless. Non-flammable. Gaseous at 1 atm. And temperatures within a human norm. Early anesthetic among Vulcans and Romulans, in whom it produces laughter. Feelings of exhilaration. Euphoria, sometimes leading to unconsciousness. In post-industrial pre-spaceflight era, a social problem evolved when crude TLTDH became popular to hook up from non-conductive tantalithio compounds commonly used as electrical insulation. Please select subject file. Ouroboros virus nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide. A colorless non-flammable compound. N2O. Gaseous at 1 atm and temperatures within a human norm. Early anesthetic among humans, in whom it produces laughter, feelings of exhilaration, euphoria, sometimes leading to unconsciousness. Please select subject file. Ouroboros TL nitrous oxide. Ammonia. Ammonia. A colorless pungent compound, NH3. A common byproduct of metabolism in carbon-based life forms. Liquid or gaseous at 1 atm. Compounds widely used in agricultural, medical, and industrial applications. Please select subject file. Ouroboros T nitrous ammonia dihydrogen oxide. Dihydrogen oxide. A colorless, tasteless, non-flammable compound, H2O. Water. Liquid, solid, or gaseous at 1 atm. Temperature scales defined in most humanoid cultures by state shift of pure water. Please select subject file. Ouroboros T ammonia dihyd exit. Database.
A Hawking neutrino accelerator. It is one of the finest in production today. A Crygelion-2 basic compound distillator. Excellent piece of equipment for reducing complex materials to their basic compounds. Residue of a viral agent is still within the chamber.
You take the Ouroboros virus culture. The chamber is empty. You take the anti-grav unit. Nothing happens.
Nothing to report. Nothing to report, Captain.
Nothing happens. You pick up a large wrench. The panel opens. You see a gas tank labeled N2 with its feed lines running deeper into the wall. The tank detaches.
I guess this made it easier to replace the tank every so often, eh, Captain?
You attach the anti-grav unit to the gas tank. It can be moved freely.
It sure beats hauling it around on our backs, sir.
The vent is now open. It leads to the lower deck. You need something to pry this open. The panel is open. You see vast quantities of dust and stripped insulation from wiring repairs made to the console in the past. You grab a handful of insulation. You distilled a quantity of polyberyl carbonate. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. A gas tank marked O. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Gas feed is on. Gas feed is off. Gas feed is on. The machine synthesizes a liter of pure water.
A clean drink of water, but I don't see its application in the context of our difficulties, Captain.
You take a 1-liter container of pure water. The machine synthesizes
A clean drink of water.
You fail to obtain. You take a 1-liter Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Gas feed is off. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. You attach the anti-grav unit to the gas tank. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. You install the gas tank to the synthesizer's feed lines. Gas feed is on. The machine synthesizes a liter of ammonia.
I hope you don't want me to swab the deck with that, Captain.
I think we can set this aside and not worry about it. You take a 1-liter container of ammonia.
Eureka, this is it, Jim. There's not much, but all I need to do is synthesize some more, and we're in business.
You retrieve the oil. Gas feed is. You attach the anti-grav unit to the gas. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. You install the gas tank to the. Nothing happens. Gas feed is on. Save new game. Replace.
It's what I was afraid of, Jim. I think Spock is getting worse.
The machine synthesizes 1 liter of TLTDH gas.
An unusual compound, Captain. It can induce laughter and feelings of exhilaration in some, much the way nitrous oxide affects humans.
It doesn't affect Vulcans, of course.
Actually, Doctor, both Romulans and Vulcans suffer its effects.
Why, that's just dandy. Vulcan laughing gas.
Please, Doctor, this is not a laughing matter.
You take a 1 liter container of gas feed is off. You attach the anti-gravity. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. You install the gas tank to the synth. Gas feed is. You take the hypo with Ouroboros toxin cure.
There, you're now cured.
Thank you, Doctor.
Finally, a human response. I don't suppose you'd enjoy the psychological release of a few good belly laughs, Spock. We could open the canister right here, if you like.
I would strongly recommend against it, Doctor.
With a hiss, the Romulan laughing gas billows down the vent. You hear the muffled sounds through the vent of hearty Romulan laughter, followed by the dull thud of bodies hitting the deck. The Romulans stir weakly, then begin to get up. They've all been cured.
They're severely dehydrated, but they'll live. We got to them in time.
The Romulans drink thirstily and empty the container.
Take it easy now. You'll feel better in a few minutes. Good thing we had the water available, Jim.
We aren't barbarians, in spite of what some people think.
Gas feed is. You attach the anti... Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. You install the gas tank to the synthesizer's feed lines. Gas feed is on. The machine synthesizes a liter of pure water.
A clean drink of water.
You take a 1-liter container of pure water. The Romulan Preax stirs weakly, then begins to get up. He has been cured.
He's severely dehydrated, but he'll live.
Save new game. Replace previous game. The Romulan Preax drinks thirstily and empties the container.
Take it easy now. You'll feel better in a few minutes. Good thing we had the water available, Jim.
We aren't barbarians, in spite of what some might think.
Thank God it's you, Jim. I'm so glad you came.
There is nothing at the moment for me to do there.
Fascinating. This device contains over 10 million forms of life. Patterns I have never seen before.
We call this the cradle, Mr. Spock. One day I hope something wonderful would be produced here.
There's nothing there requiring a ship.
I have called off the Romulan attack on this station, Kirk. I believed your virus was some kind of deliberate attack, but your great honor and compassion have convinced me otherwise.
You also conducted yourself in the most honorable fashion, Centurion Preax. You may return to Romulan space without Federation interference. I assure you, the Federation would never undertake such a foul program. It was all an accident, right, Dr. Marcus?
Absolutely. We've already destroyed all cultures and purged the data files. This will never happen again.
You are an honorable adversary,
Excuse
Kirk.
me? But I
Jolon
used one
True.
to get the cure.
You are also a worthy opponent, Preax.
You still have
May
some.
you live long and prosper.
Do you just backhand compliment?
You'll never cease to amaze me, Jim.
Goodbye, Carol.
Goodbye, Jim.
Well, gentlemen, let's go home.
Message from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have read your report on the problems at Arc 7 and evaluate your performance at 100%. You and your crew received 4 commendation points. A perfect mission, Jim. You are a model for all Starfleet.
I wonder if I'll see Carol again.
Well, if you don't, you can always drown your sorrow in some Romulan ale.
That's illegal, Bones.
Tell that to the Romulans, Jim. I found a whole case they brought on board the Arc 7.
They'll never replace Scotch, Captain.
That it won't, Mr. Scott.